Hey guys, welcome back to Dragons and Armwrestling. So I told you guys that I was going to do a breakdown of my match with Hellboy at Knuckles Up 5, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's hop right into it. So round one.
That grip, looking for something a little
bit. The plan was to shoot inside hard and see if I can get the stop.
And let's see what
happens. If I get a stop, I'd be in the match. So I get the stop. And I feel uncomfortable because typically I can hold on my bicep for a long time. He elbow fouls. Every time he elbow fouled, I was worried that it was going to get more and more difficult to stop that hand. Because his hand, I mean, is a solid that much thicker than mine. So when I'm grabbing hold of his hand, I mean, I'm basically holding on there while he's wrapping all the way to there. So, I mean, my fingers and hand were getting pumped quick. So you'll notice,
I'm going to say right off the rip, I'm so
that
happy
in this setup, that when we reset, I go to top roll. The reason that I go to top roll, and I set it for top roll, is because I've been dealing with a wrist injury since March of 2024, and he put so much pressure on my wrist right here that I didn't know if my wrist is going to be able to sustain it. So you'll see what happens when I go to the top roll.
The speed off the go. Absolutely rock solid. Looking like he's doing a little bit of a...
He didn't like me to load. If I had that hand size, I would love loading into people's hand because I just feel like it would just make their hands so fatigued because trying to hold onto that massive hand was fatiguing. But the reason I would try to top roll is because it didn't feel uncomfortable. Like I was very comfortable in his hand despite the overwhelming size of it.
A different setup here as well for Matthias.
So as you can see, trying to top roll that man is absolutely not the play. I realized right then and there that there was no chance I was getting to the straps, and there was no chance that I was going to be able to top roll the guy. So after that, I reset, regather myself,
not lost.
And change the game
plan. I had
plan.
the pleasure of gripping up with Matthias at a practice of ours, and it truly is a super heavyweight's arm.
So I go back to the hook, a little bit of a false start.
False start there.
Sink the hook again, make the catch.
We are into a wall. Deep inside a hook here.
He elbow fouls again.
Off the back there.
Again, every time he elbow fouls, I was like, oh man, it's going to pump me up more and more and more. Thankfully, in this match, I did end up having more endurance. There's not many matches where I don't have more endurance, but I just thought that holding onto that hand was going to give me such a massive flash pump that I wouldn't be able to close my hand anymore.
Matthias with that elbow foul. We want to thank everybody watching at home. Another big shout out to Sandell Sound, getting all the shots of this amazing action.
So in Knuckles Up 5, the rules were, if one person asks for the ref's grip, it automatically goes to the ref's grip. So he asked for the ref's grip here, we go to the ref's grip.
Second elbow
Another elbow foul, so now he's at 2 fouls in this round.
foul. But you know, I gotta say, he gave himself a little bit of a head nod. I think he's like, okay, maybe I gotta change things up. He's gotta make sure he stays where he needs to. Lots of experience here, but he understands.
As you can see, let me see if I can back it up just a small amount, just so you can really see.
Lots of experience here.
Just how much bigger his hand is, because I've got, I think my measurement from here to here is 7.5 inches from wrist to fingertip. So I've got a very average sized hand in the non-arm wrestling world and a very small hand in the arm wrestling world. And Hellboy's hand was just absolutely gargantuan. Just look at the thickness difference from my hand to his hand. I mean, it just dwarfs me.
Definitely a hard-working man. Loves that inside game. Strong elbow. Let's see if it goes there again.
He pushed me.
I believe there he thought it was a false start that I pushed before go. It could have been. I'm not sure. The refs didn't call it, so it's not really my call to make, but it could have potentially been a false start. So I understand why he was wondering why he was disputing the call. From here, I just kind of hold the position, wait for him to surge back, and then resurge. If you slow that down, it was definitely a pin on the first surge, but they did not call it a pin, so I had to resurge and get another pin.
Oh, no. Yes.
After that round, that first punch surge like that, I really felt like it shocked his break-ready Alice, because after that his arm did not have the same back pressure that it had the rest of the time, which, I mean, I'm thankful for. It didn't, it definitely made my job a little bit easier to get to my positions.
Matthias looking a little confused there. Always has to remember.
There, I could see that he was about to elbow foul, and I was in a comfortable position, so I was just trying to drag him back before he got the elbow foul. He did elbow foul right before then. Whether it was strategic or not, I'm not sure. His arm was so much longer than mine. We compared elbow to fingertip length, and his arm is about that much longer than mine. So, I mean, when I shoot forward, he runs out of pad, trying to drag me outside my shoulder.
Elbow off the back there. Essentially, I think what's happened is Matthias is trying to come back. He's running out of real estate. I really think we need to get these gentlemen into a strap, and this whole entire thing might change. Cody's not giving that lane up, though. He is sucking him in every single time.
Every time.
Ready, go!
In this match, you'll see I change directions a lot. I go more out, more in, way in, and then back outside to really change up the angles.
Not quite.
Because
Gets it though.
I know pulling against something like that, it does cause a lot of damage. When you're catching on one bicep head and then you're catching directly on another one and then back to another one, it makes it really hard to be able to engage against a really dynamic pull like that.
Oh, gets it then. And Cody
with the
Wood
pin.
starting to look comfortable in this match. He would.
This could be the win here for Cody. Let's see. Asking for the referee's grip.
He asks for the referee's grip again. He gets the referee's grip.
I think that's smart of Matthias. I think we're about to see some lightning. Will it strike twice for Matthias?
Cody just in faster every single round, and look how close he is. Gets it. 3-1.
Gets the win.
Cody Wood.
Was able to get the win there, winning 3-1. It was an awesome experience to get to pull him. He's got a ton of World Championship golds. I'm not sure if he has any WAF World Championship golds, but I know he has a ton of IFA World Championship golds. If somebody knows if he's ever competed in WAF or if he has any medals at WAF, let me know. But it was just super fun to get to grip up with somebody like that, especially given the hand size difference, because I'd say I have a pretty small hand, even in the lightweights for arm wrestling. So the hand size disparity was a pretty wild thing to experience. Stylistically, I think if I would have been a top roller trying to go against Matthias, it probably would have been a different outcome. Thankfully, like I said in the interview at the start of the full video, I'm a very versatile puller, so I will find a lane. If you have any weakness, I will usually be able to extort that. His weakness was inside pullers, and I found that pretty early on and was able to extort that. I could also tell that he's a very static puller. So when I was hitting with dynamic movements, I could tell his arm getting more and more shocked every time it got stretched open. Where I train a lot of full range of motion. Everything I train is full range of motion. So I'm just as strong here as I am here as anywhere. So I feel like that gives me an advantage for, like, eventually you're going to meet somebody that is going to stretch you open. So do you want to be strong here and then lose 30-40% strength when you get here, or do you want to be strong all the way throughout that whole movement, and then when you drag them outside their comfort zone, they lose the strength? And I think that's what happened here. Is once I dragged him outside of his comfort zone, he lost a lot of his strength, and I never really got shocked. Everything stayed connected, so I'm definitely happy for that. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, or you want to see something else, comment down below what you'd like to see. But I'll see you guys in the next one.